Welcome to day 7 of workshop and webinar encoding program, that WWE. So we have learned a lot in the last 6 days, and today we are going to learn about creating a landing page and how you're going to do that. But before that, I wanted to tell you what is the importance of landing page and why you should be creating it. See, how the flow goes is people who are seeing your ad, right? The people who get engaged with your ad and they found value in your ad, they'll be clicking. Now, there are few people who might be knowing you in advance. There are few people who are definitely you would be new to them. So to create an ad credibility, people want to see who you are, what you have already done in your past, how you are helping the customers, right? So when people click on the ad, they move on to a new page, which we call a landing page. And that landing page creates credibility in the customer's mind, and that is why it is more important. You cannot just skip the landing page, because if you are unknown, people won't be willing to get engaged with you, and people won't be willing to register for any kind of a thing which you are doing. So it's better to create credibility between the ad and the actual CTA. So this particular portion which we have named is the credibility increasing part, or you can say that trust building part, which happens to this landing page. So now we are going to talk about how to create the landing page and what should be the structure. I hope this makes sense to you. So again, as usual, we'll start with an affirmation. This affirmation says a better mousetrap doesn't exist. When I say a better mousetrap, this resembles a product or a service. So don't try to create everything unique. You just need to find a specific segmented niche market which you have already covered. So this mousetrap resembles a product or a service which you don't need to have, because innovations are very rare. If you see in the last 25-30 years, there would be minimum 5-10 inventions done. But there are multiple businesses which has been running. So you don't have to create anything very new. Just have to find a segmented target for your business. So now moving ahead with creation of the landing page. So how you are going to create a landing page? So there are simple steps which we have already jotted down here. So number one, you have to, because swipe pages, we are going to create this landing page through different tools you have. You have ClickFunnels, you have swipe pages, you have other tools as well. What we are talking here is about swipe pages, because that is a tool which is less in cost and almost covering more or less equivalent feature of a high-end tool like ClickFunnels, right? So better to use this tool if you have that kind of a fund, and if you are willing to invest that kind of money. I would recommend ClickFunnels is the best tool. You should do that. But if you don't want to invest, or if you just want to learn, try learning from this. Later on you can move to that, right? Now, so what are the steps which is very common for any of the tools on which you're going to create this landing page? So number one is you have to create or select a template or create your own design, because all these tools give you a number of templates through which you can start. Even if you are new, you can just go and choose a select a template, and you can start editing and doing it on your own. Then you have to write your copy. Writing your copy means there are so many contents which you need to put. So that means by saying writing your copy. Then to get more traction, you have to upload an image or a video, a customized image or a video, obviously, and you have to create your CTA, the call to action. And this call to action has to be very intriguing as well as very personalized, I would say, correct? Then once you do all this, you have to preview to see what all you have done. You have to save the content which you have already created, and then publish. Unless and until you publish it, the link is not going to be live, right? So these are the steps. Now, once you do this creation of landing page, you have to connect your landing page to any of the tools through which you are fetching in data, right? So this data would capture the traffic on your landing page. So there would be some integration required. And once everything is done, then we have to do a test run and optimize it for maybe mobile, because once you are doing it on a desktop or a laptop, there are options to mobile optimize your landing page, so that because people are using more smartphones nowadays, and all these things should be mobile friendly as well as mobile optimized, so that the text, structure, image don't go here and there. So these are the steps which is going to be there in creating a landing page. Now, what should be the landing page structure? So you have to start with the headline, then you have to put a video after the headline. So again, there is no fixed rule to it, but based on our experience, and you can see multiple businesses are doing similar steps. So these are the, I would say, an optimized steps to create a landing page, and that is why we are putting it as a structure. You can create anything which is out of the box. You are ready to go, but this is what is actually running, and people are finding good results out of this structure. So once you create the video, then you have to put the subtitle and the accolades, which will add to credibility, right? As I said, then you have to mention when the timelines, when is this event going to be, and what should be the duration, because people want to know everything in detail. So you don't have to call them unless and until they are very specific, or even they don't need to call you unless and until they have a very specific question, right? So everything should be very clear and transparent to your audience. Then you have to put some questions, like rhetorical questions to persuade, like what will they learn when they join, correct? And what is the purpose, why they'll be joining, who is this webinar or workshop for, the target audience. So once you do it, you're directly pinning it down to the actual customers. Then after these points, you have to introduce yourself, your company, your mission, vision, and whatever you want to do. But again, as I said, this landing page is going to add on to your credibility and the trust. So put it down in brief, whatever items you can put in to create your credibility and the trust. Then you again have to put some testimonials if you have to. Again, the same thing follows here. The more customers talk about you, the more trust you build in the new customers, right? So your existing customers' testimonial is going to build more trust and credibility in your new customers. So put some testimonials, add some fear of missing out, FOMO titles, that if people are not joining, what are they going to miss? And in the last, you have to put some FAQs, like how you're going to get connected, how you're going to get those bonuses or something like that. So all these things should be there in this page. Now, this is an example of our own landing page, which we have done it. So we have named it as Revenue Boosting Workshop. That is the main heading. Then there is a video you can see on one side, and there is a bold promise wherein we are saying that you have to discover a system to grow your sales revenue by 20 to 25% within 3 months time. Correct? So this is just an example, and we are going to give you the tutorial for this swipe page where you're going to create your own landing page, and that's it. So this is all in day 7. I look forward to see you in day 8, where we are going to talk about creating a similar kind of a thank you page, so that your entire funnel becomes complete. Because once the people come on the landing page, they put in their data, you are again going to take them to a thank you page where you are welcoming and thank you them, and you are inviting them to some other CTAs. So that is how the whole funnel is done. So that's it. Looking forward to see you in day